Long before the gold rush, before the railroads, and decades before most history books start the Asian American story, there was Saint Malo, a Filipino fishing village hidden in the marshes of Louisiana. Founded in the 1700s, Saint Malo was built by Filipino sailors, known as the Manila Men, who deserted Spanish ships during the Manila galleon trade. They were looking for freedom and opportunity, and they found it on the shores of Lake Bourne in St. Froth, Bernard Parish. The marshy landscape, with its brackish water and coastal winds, reminded them of home in the Philippines. The Manila Men built houses on stilts, much like the floating villages of Southeast Asia. They fished, harvested shrimp, and became known for their expertise in drying and processing seafood. Their isolation meant they were self-sufficient, growing small gardens on raised plots and relying on their boats for transport. Saint Malo was the first permanent Asian settlement in the United States, nearly a century before the Chinese laborers who built the railroads. This challenges the common narrative that Asian American history began in California in the mid-1800s. These pioneers quietly shaped the Gulf Coast economy, supplying seafood to New Orleans markets and beyond. In 1893, the Cheniere Caminada hurricane tore through the Louisiana coast. Saint Malo was completely destroyed. Many survivors moved to what became Manila Village, another Filipino fishing community, where shrimp were dried on massive wooden platforms over the water. Even though the physical settlement was gone, the fishing traditions and tight-knit community endured. Today, groups like the Philippine-Louisiana Historical Society work to preserve St. Malo's story. Historical markers now honor the Manila Men and their contribution to American history, a reminder that the fight for opportunity and survival is as old as the nation itself.